Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we're going to be working with two really neat concepts in art. One of them, which is Mrs. Garner's favorite, is color. I love color. So we're going to be working with color today, and we're going to be working with something called symmetry. Symmetry, we'll start with that because we know what color is, but symmetry means that something is the same on both sides, just like my hands. My hands are really dirty, but my hands are the same. I've got pinkies, ring fingers, middle fingers, index fingers, and thumbs on both sides. So when we do this today, we're only going to be painting half of our paper. Now I know you're saying, but Mrs. Garner, there's color on both sides. I know. There's a sneaky trick to make it transfer. Transfer means go from one place to the other, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to do kind of a paint along today. You will have choice in how you do it when we get to all the coloring part, but I do want you to follow along with me when we do the black outline. So this is a butterfly, obviously, and it has a border around the edge. A border goes around the outside, and then we've got color in the wings. And if you notice in the wings, let's talk about symmetry again. I have a yellow dot on both sides of this black line, and then I've got a big pink long dot that is on each side, and then blue and yellow, and pink and blue, and yellow and pink. So it's the same on both sides. I'll show you how to get started. All right, so you're going to take your paintbrush. Mrs. Garner has already folded your paper for you in half. We are going to do a butterfly, and we're going to start in the middle of our paper. Your black paint is right there for you. You're going to take your brush. Now remember, Mrs. Garner does it, and then you do it. It's a monkey see, monkey do. So I'm going to find the middle of my paper, and I'm going to make right down that center line a line. Not from top to bottom, just in the middle. Here's the trick. Then I'm going to close my paper and give it a gentle back rub. I'm not going, it's a gentle back rub. When you open it up, it will be a little bit bigger. That's our secret. This is how we're going to make symmetry, and this is why we're only going to paint half of our paper today, because the other half is going to be done by sneaky back rubbing. All right, now it's your turn. You make your line and give it a sneaky back rub. All right, our next line, we're going to take our butterfly wings. I'm going to turn my paper, and I'm going to make a big rainbow. Not a tiny rainbow, a big rainbow. If your rainbow ends up too small, you can do it again, but you want your rainbow to go in a big line. That is a big arching line. And if you run out of paint, grab a little bit more, just like I did. When you have your big rainbow, you're going to close your paper and give it a sneaky back rub again. And when you open up your paper, it's going to be on both sides. Now this part right here didn't show up real well. So I'm going to come back over and put a little bit more paint down because I want it to show up really well. Give it another sneaky back rub. See, Mrs. Garner didn't have quite enough paint. There we go. I like that. All right, go ahead, make your big rainbow line and give it a sneaky back rub. All right, our next one, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to start at my wing right here and make another big rainbow and make it to the bottom. I'm going to start at this top wing and come all the way down. Close my paper and give it another sneaky back rub. All right, you do it. Okay, and our last thing, we're going to give him one antenna on this side. So he has an antenna. Close your paper, give it a sneaky back rub. and open it back up. All right, we are done with the black paint after you get done with that. So you're going to put your brush back in this cup. Go ahead, make your antenna and put your brush in the cup. All right, now for the super cool part. We are going to be using our primary colors, say primary colors, to make the color in our wings. We are only going to be using one finger at a time, just one. We are not covering our whole hand with paint. Say no, no. One finger at a time. I'm gonna start with pink, and I'm gonna use my finger and dip it carefully in pink. Remember, Mrs. Garner's gonna do it first. And then I'm going to make pink finger dots. Now you can think about making a pattern, or you can think about doing it just random. But I'm carefully putting down my finger, making sure I have enough paint. I'll put one there too. Then, you guessed it, we're gonna close our paper and give it a back rub. And this is where the butterfly's wings are getting its symmetry. So when I open it up, now it's the same on both sides. When I'm done with my pink paint, I'm gonna take my paper towel and just wipe off my finger. We're not gonna wash hands yet, don't worry about it. We're just gonna wipe off our finger with a paper towel. All right, let's get ready for the yellow. So I'm gonna take one finger and put down some paint. Oh, not that side. I almost put it on the wrong side. Put one there too. And then I'm going to close it and give it a back rub. There we go. And then last but not least, I'm gonna wipe off my finger. Ooh, that one was dirty. Wipe off my finger, and I still have yellow on it. I'm not gonna panic, it's fine. Last but not least, I'm going to do my blue. And I'm actually giving you guys like a teal color instead of true blue. And I'm giving you magenta instead of pink. Instead of red. All right, so I painted half, just this half. And now, once again, I'm going to close my paper and give it a back rub. Open it up. There, and you can see that we have some color mixing happening. I made some green. I've got a little bit of orange up here. Now, if you notice that there's still a place that's all one that doesn't have color, you can put a tiny bit more on when you're done. That's all right. Put a couple little dots on. There we go. All right. So now, when you've got your whole butterfly done, if you want to put on a border with a pattern, you can. I'm going to do a border with a pattern, super easy one, just on one side. And you don't want it on the edge of your paper or else it's going to force out and make a huge mess. Because when you close your paper and you press on that paint, it's going to go out to the side. All right, so this is my pattern today. I'm just going to do pink and blue. And then I'm going to close my paper and I'm going to rub this real gently so I don't make a huge mess. You can see it's starting to come out. Give it a back rub. Open it up. And there we go. There is our symmetrical butterfly with our primary colors and our border around the outside. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I can't wait to see all your beautiful butterflies.